In this tutorial, we're going to talk about the new merge feature that's in Transcriptive 151. This allows you to take two sequences that have already had their transcripts edited. So say you've edited two 30-minute sequences and you want to combine that into an hour-long sequence. We can easily do that. And what's going to happen is Transcriptive is going to pull the transcript from both of those sequences and combine them into one. Now, this is something that's been asked for quite a while. It also helps get around the bug on Premiere Mac, where it has a tendency of running out of memory because of the way the panel works. This is something that we hope Adobe will fix on the soonish side, but in the meantime, on Premiere Mac, we recommend that you only work on transcripts that are less than 45 minutes long. And so if you have something that's longer than that, the easiest way to do it is work on chunks and then combine them at the end. And so I'll show you how to do that, and let's get into it. So I'm going to close this out, and we're going to look at a couple different sequences here. These are pretty short, just to make it easy. And what I'm going to do is combine these sentences into paragraphs. So we'll merge them all together, and then go do the same thing with this other sequence. And we'll merge speaker 2 together, and then merge speaker 1 together. So we have two paragraphs here and one paragraph in the other sequence. So probably the best way to do this is grab one sequence that you've already done and then add in the second one to that, or a second or third, or however many you have. And we'll drop this in here. Now, if you just combine the sequences, if you just grab them in the project window and drop them onto a new sequence, Transcriptive will automatically load the transcripts from both of them. In the case of adding one here, you'll need to come up to Import, click on Speech Analysis, make sure that Merge into Current Transcript is selected, and Import. And that will add those transcripts together, and you can see we now have three big paragraphs. One thing that does not come across when you do this is the speakers. So you probably want to go through after the merge and change the speakers. But all your other changes will come through with this merge function. And so it's a pretty powerful way of, one, dealing with multiple transcripts, multiple sequences that you want to combine into a final edit, or, as I mentioned, get around the bug that's on Macintosh, where Premiere will eventually run out of memory because of having to go through all of the transcript data. And again, that only happens on long sequences, so usually stuff over 45 minutes. And so this will help you work around that problem. And so that's it. So head on over to digitalanarchy.com for more tutorials and other info about the latest release. And of course, we have other tutorials and our other plugins and all sorts of good stuff. So head over to digitalanarchy.com and check it out, and I'll see you in the next tutorial.